You studied that? Whichever I have sent the mail to you.
Little bit, sir.
What little bit you have to study? No, the fully which I've explained about that motherboard components, everything, and I have sent you mail. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so shall I ask some questions?
Question.
Huh?
Answer.
Okay, so now what are the components of motherboard? What and all is available in the motherboard?
Mm, 1 minute, sir.
Don't open mail. Okay, directly you tell what and all you understood in the previous class.
Sir.
You have to study, Surya.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, it will difficult for you to do practical things and all.
Okay, sir.
Mm. Now I will. Now I am asking you, what are the major components of the motherboard? So many things I explained, right? You tell at
Yes.
least few of them. Did you download the recorded video?
Yes, sir. Record
Mm.
video, YouTube video, no, sir.
Huh?
YouTube video.
No, class one, which I've sent you the link. No,
Yes, sir.
did you watch that or not?
Yes, sir. Some watch, sir. I'm full fever, sir.
You did
So
not
far.
watch fully.
Yes, sir.
Then see that you have not watched, you have not studied. So simply coming and attending it is waste. I cannot
Same.
give you that output. The result won't be there. So now you'll tell me what and all motherboard components are there. Hmm? If you're struggling like this, it's a problem. What
Same.
was Surya?
I'm telling next class, sir. Okay.
How can you know expecting this one? Uh, Last 3 days you did not have a class. No, you would have studied, right? Hmm?
Fever, leave it and coming, sir.
Yeah, before coming and attending the classes, you should study, right? The previous class, what and all the faculty has explained you. Because the next topic, if I take no, that is the first. No, the previous class is the first fundamental copy. I cannot take you the next level because if you did not understand well in the motherboard itself, okay, if I take some other new topic, then it's simply it's wasting. Hmm? Tomorrow, if any one of your friend is asking, like the good motherboard in the industry, which one, and what the component name it is, by showing some component name or component visualization, okay, if they're expecting you to tell some names, then what happened if you did not tell like this? This is a major problem, right? Okay, open up that document which I've sent you over the mail, and you tell me what and all components are available.
1 minute, sir.
Opened,
RAM. Yes, sir.
opened.
Yes.
What is the first component?
RAM.
Not RAM. I'm talking about motherboard components. Hmm? What is that? The first one is processor socket. No,
Sure.
processor socket.
Process.
Second one, memory slot. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Third one, if I say chipsets, in that we have north bridge chipset, and second one is south bridge chipset. South bridge chipset. Correct, right?
Sure.
Then what is the fourth one? Hmm?
So no, sir, not will coming, sir.
What pa?
Mobile is not coming, sir.
Next, hard disk controller. So there are two types of hard disk controller. One is PATA. Next one is SATA. Correct, right? Then fifth one is what? Expansion slots. What these are? Expansion slots. What is the first one? In that PCI. Then second one is PCIe. Then third one is uh, CNR slot. Communication network riser card. Okay, so these two are standard. Mm? Next, what else we have apart from this? Mm? Power supply. There is first one CPU power supply port. Then second one motherboard power supply port. Then seventh one is what? Mm? Input and output ports and connectors. So this is also called as back panel. What is this? Back panel. Correct, no? Then what and all you have in this? You have PS2 mouse. One is for mouse and keyboard. And next VGA port used to connect monitors. Next third one LPT port used to connect LPT printer. LPT means line printer. Okay. Then next we have HDMI port. Okay. Used to connect monitor, then TV, then projector, etc. Then what else we have? USB port. Hmm? Uh, Used to connect what you'll be connecting? Pen drives,
Mm,
then USB mouse, next USB keyboard, then printer. Correct now? Next we have speaker ports.
uh,
Correct now? What and all you have? Line in, next line out, then mic. These three are using. So now totally how many major components you have in this?
7.
Ah, correct, right? Did I explain all of this no motherboard components in the previous class? Did I explain in the last class or not?
Yes, sir.
But you are not studying well. So simply coming and attending the classes and forgetting the things, it's waste. Hmm? I'm not giving you writing notes, no. So
Yes, sir.
simply which have explaining you and making you to understand, okay, and showing some images and all. So I am conveying, but you are not putting your own effort. That is the main problem. Okay, now I will take some motherboard images. So you let me know motherboard components. Okay, so I will take Intel motherboard. Okay, now could you able to identify it? What each one of the section in this motherboard? Hmm. Now you let me know what is this? What is the name of this area? Surya,
Yes, sir. Also, one minute, sir.
what is the name of this area?
So,
Could you able to notice this? Could you
yes,
able
sir.
to see?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me what is that name? So this area. Okay, next, if forget about this and let me know about this one.
Oh, sir, RAM, I think.
But you are saying only RAM, but RAM is different. This area component is different. No, you are telling 50% right answer, but 50% wrong answer. Just now, what I taught you here. See this? Which one is going to be applicable? What I have in this case, processor socket. Which one is the processor socket in this motherboard?
Sir.
If you're not well, I'll take some other picture.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Not, sir.
Hmm.
Will only, sir.
I'll take some other good picture. Hmm. Now you tell me what about this component of this area? You have some that metal this thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So now what is this area? Hmm? That area is called as processor socket.
Oh,
Understanding, Surya?
okay, sir.
Again, I'm repeating the same class.
Yes, sir.
Simply wasting the time again. If you're not understanding, should have informed before only. Okay, Surya?
Sir, language only, sir. I'm reading. I
Sorry,
mean,
pa?
I'm language only, sir. I will not able
What
little bit.
language?
I'm
Which,
language is Tamil, sir. I'm
no, pa. Which language you are comfortable now?
Tamil, Telugu.
Tamil, Telugu, I think it's difficult for us. I can take you like Kannada language or English language.
So
Hmm?
I don't know Kannada, sir. I'm Tamil. So
Okay.
English little bit only, sir. I will go to learn, sir.
Hmm. Okay. See, what the problem is, if you no, if you did not understand, you put me a word, sir. That things I did not understand. Got it? No.
Okay,
Then I can take you some other way. This is the
okay,
same
sir.
class and the same picture and same motherboard components I've explained in the previous class also. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
But the thing is, the way you accepting is little bit some problem it seems. Okay, say this. You understood, right? The component of this area is called as what?
Process.
Processor socket. Understand, right? And next, this side, the blue color area, the blue color one you have, right?
Yes, sir.
Say
Blue
not this
color.
one, not this one. I'm targeting this one. Say this. What is this?
Okay, sir.
This area is called as processor
Yes, sir.
socket. Sorry, memory socket, memory slots. This is your processor socket, and second one is memory slot. Memory slot is used to connect RAM. You know about RAMs and all, no? DDR1, DDR2, DDR3. So that and all we are connecting on the particular slot. Okay. So how many slots you have in this motherboard?
Yeah.
In the previous one, which I've shown you in the last class, how many slot was there? There was 4 slot, correct? No. But in this motherboard, how many slots we have right now?
2.
2 slots, correct? Good. Okay. So 2 slots. One slot capacity is 4 GB because the latest one which I am using, and another slot capacity is 4 GB. 4 GB plus 4 GB, how much? 8
8
GB
GB.
of the system memory. This is the maximum memory capacity of this motherboard. Understand, no? Clear?
Sir.
Any doubts?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
The exact name of the memory slot is DIMMs. What is this? DIMMs.
Teams.
DIMMs. Dual inline memory module. What is this? Dual inline memory module. Clear? The next one, we have a chipset. See this? Could you able to see here? Okay.
Yes,
So the area of this component is called as chipset.
sir.
Okay. So this is our Southbridge chipset. The previous one, if I take, okay. So Northbridge chipset and Southbridge chipset both are working. Okay. So now this one is integrated. Okay. So we have Southbridge chipset. Okay. Then this area, it comes, Northbridge chipset. Okay. Understanding, right? So this is Southbridge chipset and Northbridge chipset, and this is Southbridge chipset. Okay. So 2 types of chipsets we will be having, and name of the motherboard is Intel desktop board. Could you able to notice the name?
This is Intel desktop board.
Okay. These are the 2 types of chipset: Southbridge chipset and Northbridge chipset. Okay. Then next, what we have, hard disk controller. So where do you have hard disk controller? See this, the black color one. See this one, and next this one and this one. So totally we have 4 black color hard disk controller. Okay,
Yes,
the
sir.
name of the hard disk controller is SATA, SATA. What is this?
Data.
SATA, SATA. Okay, but this is the latest one motherboard, but in the previous, means old technology motherboard, used to take PATA. Okay. And next we have a expansion slots. Say this is our PCI slot. This is our PCIe expansion slot. Okay. And PCI slot used to connect PCI cards, such as like VGA card, then next LAN card. Okay. Then USB card, etc. And even you can go for sound card also. Okay, these are the PCI cards are available that can be connected in the expansion slot called PCI, peripheral component interface. So use this slot and connect all types of card. Okay, if you wanted to see that card, go to Google. Just I'm typing in this case LAN card. Okay, see this is our LAN card. Okay, so you have so many things, wired, wireless LAN card, everything. See the picture. So this is the physical component. The gold color lines you have, right? See this? Is it there? The some gold color lines are there, right? This has to be take the place of PCIs. Understand? Got it? No. So like this, you have so many adapter cards. That cards, one example I'm giving you, that LAN card. So similarly, go and search for VGA card also. So this is VGA card. Okay, but it's not a graphics card. Okay, this is just, it is a display card. That's all. Okay, VGA card, graphics card has its own component, such as like fan, then chipset, HDMI port. Okay, so and memory wise, it's too bigger. Okay, means bit larger memory it has. But when it comes to display card or VGA card, so it has a minimum display memory. Okay, and not having that separate CPU for the graphics, etc. So this is the major differences. So we are connecting this card in the same area using this PCI. Okay, and next we have a graphics card. Okay, so use that graphics card and connect in the place called PCIe slot. Okay, I'll take graphics card. So type here itself graphics card. See, so take and purchase this. Okay, see now you have so many HDMI port. Is it there? And see the slot connector. Okay, this slot connector has to take the place of your PCI slot. Sorry, PCIe slot. This particular area has to take. Understanding, right, Surya?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so PCIe slot, PCI slot. Any doubts now? And see this. This is your back side of the motherboard, back panel. Okay, so this semi portion of the PS2 port is keyboard, and semi portion is a green color one for mouse. But both are working in the same place. But in the last previous class which I have shown you, separate dedicated port for mouse and separate dedicated for keyboard also. But in this example, in this motherboard, we have only one port for PS2 where we can connect, where we can connect keyboard and as well as mouse into the same place. Okay, and make sure the color code. What is the color code we have?
Green and violet.
uh, both are integrated, correct? No, it means you can connect and you can work into the same place, same port. And see to the next, we have what is this? USB port. This side also we have USB port, and this is speaker port. And what about this one? RJ45 or LAN port. Okay, I think did not mention this one in the back side. Okay, so I'll take G1 is LAN port. So LAN port purpose is to what? Used to connect LAN, local area network, and also wide area network, WAN. So to connect LAN and WAN, we are using LAN port and LAN port. Okay, next we have USB port. And see this one. This is VGA port. This is LPT port. Understand, right? These ports are called as input and output ports and connectors are also called as back panel of the computer motherboard. Okay, and one more I have mentioned, what is that? Power supply. Okay, so where I could get the power supply to the motherboard, say this is the main area. Okay, so could you able to notice this?
Yes, sir.
Say how many holes are there, but in the holes we have a pin. Okay, so how many columns and how many rows are there in this? Two columns and say the number of rows. Okay, so each column has 10 rows. Okay, so 10 plus 10, 20 means 12 plus 12, 24 ports you have. Okay, motherboard power supply port, how many ports will be there? 24 ports, 24 pins.
Pins.
Okay, but CPU one, say this, how much you have here? What is this? CPU port, no?
Four lines.
Now, how many, how much space you have? 4 space or 2 space or 1 space to connect that connector? Here, how much we have? 24. 12 plus 12, correct, no? And similarly, how much we have here? 4. 1,
Four.
2, 3, 4. Is it there 4?
Yes, sir.
So I'm using this 4 pins. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
So 4 pins I have. Clear? Any doubts now? This is all about motherboard components.
Motherboard components.
Any doubts?
Yes,
So then apart from this, you have so many things. Means these are some of the components are not visible. Okay, and one more thing I forgotten to tell you, that is front panel USB and front panel audio. Say this. Okay, FP you have, no? FB USB. Did you notice this area? FB
yes.
USB,
Yes.
FB speaker. Okay, and this side we have power LED. See, PWR.
Yes, sir.
Correct? No, this is called as, the eighth one is front panel connectors. What is this? Front panel connectors. So in that we have front panel USB, then front panel audio, then front panel on and off. On and off. This has to connect. Next, ninth one is CMOS battery. What is this?
CMOS battery.
Uh, could you able to notice that which is the CMOS battery area?
Smallest
Where is that?
blue.
Below the blue color slot, correct? No? Is that right place? Is that right component?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, so this is called as 5 rupees coins. Seems to be like 5 rupees coins, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is called as CMOS battery.
CMOS battery.
Understanding, right? And next one is BIOS chip. Okay, that I'll show you the BIOS chip in the motherboard. Okay, I am taking you this. Just you imagine BIOS chip. Enter and say this. So this is the place where BIOS chip is working. Okay, say this. It's taking time to open. See this? I think it's not good. So this area, so these are all types of BIOS chip. Okay. So in this motherboard, we have a BIOS chip. This one is our BIOS chip. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Suppose if you want more clearly, say this. Sometimes you will be having this type of chip also. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
That I'll show you that motherboard BIOS chip and see this. So this is BIOS chip. Okay. And sometimes they'll be writing on the motherboard. See this. This is the exact picture of the BIOS. Could you able to notice here? Sometimes if they did not mention, it comes like this. Is it there? How many
Okay,
pins
sir.
are there? How many legs are there?
448.
8. Okay, but in this case, it's not 8. It is too high. Correct? No. And in this case,
So 4.
8 pins. See this? 8 pin
8.
BIOS chip. Shown that circle in yellow color. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, what about this one? Here also we have 8, no?
8, sir.
Like that sometimes depends upon the manufacturers. They'll take smaller one, they'll take the bigger one like this.
Okay.
Okay. So this is called as BIOS chip. CMOS battery, next what we have? BIOS chip. Clear? Is that understood? Any
Sir.
doubts?
No, sir.
The next thing is, and sometime if you could not able to notice, see that name. See M BIOS, B BIOS. Is it there?
Sir.
So
M-BIOS, B-BIOS.
notice, at least you notice that name also.
Okay.
Understand? No. So somewhere they will write in the motherboard. So identify that name and recognize it. Clear?
Okay. Okay.
Next, apart from the list of motherboard components, we have some more thing, some more information is called as BIOS or buses. Okay, so system buses. Okay, so I'll take one example here. Buses. You know about our BMTC buses, KSRTC buses, Tamil Nadu buses?
Like this, little bit, sir.
No, pa, buses kano.
Bus.
Tamil Nadu bus, you know about the Tamil Nadu buses, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the main purpose of buses are we are using? We have to
One place.
travel, correct? No,
All
we have to travel from one place to another
one.
place, correct? So it's called as transportation media, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, across the motherboard, see this, we have so many components, right? So we have so many components. So how data it would be transmit from uh, what is this PCI slot to microprocessor socket, again memory to my microprocessor socket. We need some buses. Buses means just it is a channel
Fine,
to
sir.
communicate the or transmit the data. Understanding, right? See this is our major component, CPU. correct? And we have RAM and we have ROM. ROM is nothing but BIOS. Okay,
BIOS.
just now I have shown you that BIOS chip, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That BIOS chip itself is nothing but it is a ROM, and your RAM is installing on the in the memory slot. Okay, between the RAM and CPU, and again between the BIOS and CPU, there is some communication channel. The roads are there, correct? No, roads is required not to transmit the data. Roads is required or not required?
Required, sir.
So this path is called as bus according to according to the technician language. If I would like to explain, so the bus,
Yes.
it's a copper wire, that's all. Okay,
Yes.
that wire is connected between the two component. That component is transmit the data. So like that we have three types of buses. One is address bus, data bus, and control bus. Is it there? How many types of buses are there?
B.
How
Address
many
bus.
types of buses are there?
B, sir.
Three. Correct, right? Address bus, data bus. Data bus also called as local bus.
Local bus. Okay, sir.
Understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the main purpose of the buses?
Traveling. Cheap.
So connection between the component or devices connected to a computer. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
For example, a bus carries the data between CPU. So this is our CPU and system memory. So the system memory means this is our RAM.
Yeah.
Okay, in the motherboard. So just I'm showing you this in the within the motherboard. Okay, I have not closed that. I'll show you. Say this. This is our CPU area. This is our RAM area. But between the RAM and CPU, some buses are there. That bus is connecting to transmit the data, to carries the data between the CPU and memory. Okay. So using what? Buses via motherboard. You understood what is the basic functionality of the buses?
Okay, sir.
Huh? You understood or not understood?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand or not understand?
Understand, sir.
So next, why buses is required, and why computer bus called a bus? Okay, one example I have already I have taught you. What is that? One example that previously which I have given you, public transportation. Okay, like school bus, whatever you use. What is the main purpose? To pick from one place and dropping from another place. Correct or not? So similarly, in computer language also, okay, they'll take the data from one place and dropping into the another destination place. Okay, so these types of buses are capable of transporting the people from one destination to another destination. Similarly, these buses, like the computer which uses address bus, data bus, and control buses, right? So data bus, a computer data bus transmit the data from one location or device to another location or another device. So that's why it's called as bus. Clearly, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, we need some how faster it works.
Uh,
Correct, right? For example, if there is 100 kilometers, so from the pickup point Bangalore to Mysore or Bangalore to Chennai, if I wanted to travel, okay, so it requires some time space, right?
yes, sir.
So in computer terms, if I would like to tell that Okay. Computer bus maintains a strict schedules. So picking up data from one place and dropping it from the to the another place. Okay, but it is interregularly. Okay, so regular intervals. So what is this regular intervals? For example, if the data bus operates the frequency rate of 200 megahertz and it completes 200 millions data transfer per seconds. Understanding? For example, if I take memory, if I take what is that memory slot, if I take some other slot, PCI slot or whatever, okay, it has to maintain its own clock speed. So that clock speed refers how faster it communicates, how faster it data is able to be delivered to the microprocessor. Okay, that is measured in terms of megahertz. Did you understand now, Surya?
Yes, sir.
What is this megahertz?
Con, con, megabyte. No.
Megahertz is nothing but it is a speed of the device is working.
Device is working.
The
Speedily
speed
device is
of device is working at the rate of so and so speed. 200 megahertz, 100 megahertz. Okay. But which determines the bus speed. Understand, right? Microprocessor has its own speed. Memory slot has its own speed. RAM has its own speed. Okay. Graphics card has its own speed. Correct, right? In this example, the back side of the motherboard, which are working for slower speed, but in the what is that, which are connected between the microprocessor to graphics card and microprocessor to memory, okay, which work faster than your input and output ports connector speed, because that uses faster burst speed. Okay, understanding, right? Okay, so what is bus? Bus, it's nothing but multiple wires. Multiple wires or single wire is called as bus. You know about that KB cable, right?
sure.
K, KB cable.
Cable, no, sir.
When you switch on the bulb, it
Ah,
has to
sir.
burn. When you switch off the bulb, it has to, that should not blink. Correct, right?
Yes,
So if there is no connections between the point towards light, then is it burning? ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ
sir.
ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲೈಟ್ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವೈರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಎಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಂಡು ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಬಲ್ಬ್ನ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ನ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲೈಟ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಉರಿಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
Hello, sir.
ಸೂರ್ಯ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಪ್ಪ? ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್.
Sir. Understanding.
ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸರಿ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಬಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನಿನಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಒಂದು ಬಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ವೈರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಕಾಪರ್.
Copper.
ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ವೈರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮದರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏನಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು ನಾವು? ಬಸ್.
Yes.
ಆ ಬಸ್ಸಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರೀಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮೂರು ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಡೇಟಾ ಬಸ್, ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಬಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಬಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. Okay, this is all buses are connected to the motherboard components.
Components.
Okay, understanding, right?
Sir.
So each wire in the bus carries a bit. Okay, ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, that I'll take you. So this is our CPU. This is our RAM. What is this? RAM. Then this is our CPU. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಸ್ ಇದೆ? How many buses we have now? 1. Then next, how much? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, then 8. Okay, so each bus, each line which will transmit the data 1 bit. Understanding, right? What is this? 1 bit of information it's allow you to transmit. So totally how many bits are there?
8.
8. It means how much? 8 bits. Clear?
Sure.
Understand? This is the concept what he is explaining now. So each wire in a bus carries a bit of information. Okay, which means more wire a bus has, more information. So if I take 16 bits, then how many lines is required? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So to transmit 16 bit, then how much wires is required between the CPU and RAM? 16 lines, correct? No? How many lines is required?
16 lines.
So but in this case, how many lines are there? 8 lines. Correct or not?
Yes.
So 8 lines, 16 lines. So each line which will take what? Bit of information. What is this? Bit of information. So this is what he is explaining you. Okay, like that, a computer with 32-bit address bus. Okay, so to address this 32-bit, how much memory is required? 4 GB memory is required. For 32-bit data bus, how much memory is required? 64-bit, 64 GB memory is required. Okay, so which is taking care of address bus and the data transmit, like a bit of information how data is carries, okay, which is taken care by the data bus. Clear? See this, another example. See, computer buses, we have CPU, north bridge. So north bridge is connected CPU and as well as memory bus, and one more is PCIe slot, but earlier which was called as AGP slot. So the modern motherboard has the name called as PCIe slot. Okay, so north bridge is connected to very fastest devices. One is CPU, one is memory bus, and one is PCIe slot. And see this next one, south bridge. South bridge is connected for what? PCI slot and hard disk controllers, and also IO ports and connectors. All the connections which is connected to south bridge. and CPU, memory, PCI slots all are connected to north bridge. Okay, so the space or the wire connection between the CPU and north bridge is called as front side bus, FSB. Is it there?
Sir.
Where exactly FSB is coming?
Sir.
FSB ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Between the place of north bridge and CPU. And where memory buses are connected? North bridge to memory slots.
Yes.
Okay, north bridge to memory slots, some of the coppers are connected, it's called as memory bus. Okay, and CPU to north bridge, some of the buses are connected, that bus is called as a front side bus.
Sir, bus.
Understanding, right? So these are the computer buses, types of computer buses. One is internal buses, one is external buses.
No, sir, sir, sir.
Internal buses and external buses. Okay, internal buses enables the communication between internal components such as video card or memory. External buses which has like USB and PS2, SCSI, these are all external buses. Understand, right?
Yes.
And next we have parallel buses and serial buses. This is another format of name. A computer bus can transmit the data, okay, either parallelly or serially, serial. So that is called as method of communication. So parallel communication and serial communication, the data which will be delivered or data which will be taking from one component to another components to deliver the data. Okay, so that has to communicate. The method of communication has two way. One is serial, using the serial bus, and next one is using the parallel bus. So these are the method of communication. Okay, so parallel bus, data transmitted several bits at the same time. At the same time, so many data bits or information transmitted immediately. But serial buses uses the data transferred one bit at a time. Okay, only one bit at a time data that would be transmitted. Okay, but in the parallel, at the same time 8 bits together it's transmitting from one place to another place. Okay, these are the two types of data bus, means parallel bus and serial buses, which is used in the motherboard. Okay, but to measure the speed of the bus we are using megahertz. This is called as heartbeats of the computer, heartbeats of the component. Okay, this is mainly used to measure the speed, that's all. Understanding, right? Example, FSB, front side bus, may operate the frequency at the rate of 100 megahertz. Okay, so one clock it will take one bit, but if I take 2 bits then it will be doubling. 200 megahertz it works. When it works, double the bits. Understanding, right? Surya,
Yes, sir.
I think you are not responding.
So sir, responding only, sir.
But I'm not getting any response from your end, right? Simply I'm explaining you, but you are simply you are listening.
So I'm telling, sir.
uh, See, you have RAM and CPU, but between what you have, FSB. What is FSB?
See.
FSB means what?
Uh,
Front side bus. What is
front
that?
side bus. Inside bus.
Front side bus. So now RAM, between the RAM and FSB, it's working for 100 megahertz. How much is the speed?
100.
100 megahertz. But now in this case, it works for 200 megahertz. Is it faster works or is it working slower? Which one is working slower and which one is working faster?
RAM is
Between RAM FSB, correct now, and again between CPU to FSB we have 200 megahertz. But now on each clock here it is taking only one bit. How many bits it's transmitting? Only one bit at a time. But when it is transmitting FSB to CPU, it is taking how many bits per cycle? 2 bits per cycle. Understanding right?
Yes, sir.
Per cycle, how many bits will be transmitted? 2 bits.
Two.
But in this case, only 1 bit per cycle. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understanding right?
Yes, sir.
So this is called DDR, double data rate. Okay, but I'll talk to you later. But try to understand what is the frequency. Okay, the frequency is measured in terms of what? Megahertz. Okay, what is the megahertz frequency value? 100.
Right.
Okay, the next one we have hyper transport technology. So HT, sometimes abbreviated as HT. HT means hyper transport. Okay, hyper transport. This is used. Okay, and opens the replacement for the computer FSB. So now you have to assume it in place of FSB, the new technology motherboard which uses HT. What is HT? Hyper transport. But in the older motherboard, what was the structure? FSB, correct? No, but in the latest motherboard, which one is using? HT. Clear? What HT does? Say this, hyper transport. Okay, so sometimes it's also called as LDT. In place of HT, I can call it as LDT. Okay, LDT stands for lightning the data transfer, which uses signals to transmit the data. Okay, so just it's flashing, that's all. Okay, which is developed by AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. This is the name of the company. AMD developed this technology called as hyper transport technology. Okay, then LDT is also a name, code name. Okay, but most of the modern computer uses HT. Okay, especially for servers and to produce the higher performance networks and communication equipments. Understanding right?
Yes,
And next one is we have hyper threading. Clear? The next technology I am giving you, I am explaining you, hyper threading. So hyper threading is different and hyper transport is different. Okay, do not get confusion between
sir,
these two.
you're speaking, sir.
Am I
Hello,
audible
sir.
now? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now, sir.
Ah, see this. Hyper transport technology is different. Hyper threading technology is different. Do not get confusion. Should not be confused with hyper threading. Okay, because hyper thread is developed by Intel. Hyper transport is developed by AMD. Okay, this is the first one. And what is the main purpose of developing this one? See this. It is developed by Intel and introduced in Xeon microprocessor. Okay, then this is the short form of hyperthreading, HT, but here also I am using HT. Okay, so this is the first way where the peoples are confusing. Okay, and hyperthreading allows the microprocessor to work more efficiently, effectively. Okay, by processing the two set of instruction at the same time. So one set of instruction and two set of instruction, but microprocessor has the capabilities to work on two set of instructions using this technology. Okay, it works within the microprocessor. Hyper-threading technology, it works within the microprocessor. See here. Okay, so HT works in this CPU. Hyper-threading, this is hyper transport. This is developed by AMD and this is developed by Intel. Okay. Hello, Surya.
Sir,
Am I audible?
yes, sir.
Is that understanding?
Yes, sir. Some words only cutting, sir.
Okay, the sound means the audio is not much clear.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. So it works within the software. Okay, see this. Uh, Making it look like a two logical processors. For example, a software written for dual core processor or dual processor computers or multiprocessor computers are still compatible with HT hyperthreading. You know about dual core now? See this? This is one
No,
CPU. What is this?
no. One CPU.
One CPU means one microprocessor. Okay, I'll
Okay,
making you more clear. So this is our microprocessor. I am writing this one as processor. Okay. So inside the processor, I am using CPU 1, CPU 2. How many CPUs are there? But how many microprocessor you have? Only one microprocessor. Within the microprocessor, logically is separated. This is called as dual core processor. What is this?
core processor.
Ah, if there is 4 CPU number 3, CPU number 4. Okay, then it is called as quad processor. What is this?
Core
Quad
processor.
core. Dual core means what? Two CPU in a physical microprocessor. If there is 4 CPU, then it's called as quad core. Okay, if there is 8 CPU, it's called as octal core. Understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
But how the people are designed like in such a way? So because of the technology called as hyper threading technology. Clear?
Sir.
So dual core, it's completely working on hyper threading. So it's completely about software written for the dual core processor, means your operating system has to support to work on hyper threading. And next, as I said, TLP, correct? No, it must be running. See this. How many CPUs are there? Means how many CPUs are there in this microprocessor? 2. Okay, it means called as dual core. So dual core is a technology that enables the two complete processing unit, which means cores, to run parallel on a single chip. Okay, within a single chip, two cores are running. So this gives user virtually twice as much power in a single chip. So this is how it works. Okay, and it must be running on operating system that supports for TLP application, TLP for the application to support. What is this TLP? So TLP means thread level parallelism. Short form is TSP, sorry, TLP, thread level parallelism. Okay, just it is a software capabilities. What is this? TLP is what? Software capabilities that allows that high-end program such as like a database and a web application, okay, to work with a multi-thread at the same time. We are using the program. So that program supports this ability, can do a lot more. So these are the main programs are using this TLP. Okay, what is this TLP? Thread level parallelism. It's working on your dual core, quad core, octal core, so on so on. But to design such a way, what is required? Hyper threading technology is required. But now most of the motherboard which uses HT, hyper transport, okay, LDT technology, okay, in place of what? In place of FSB. Is that understood now? Clear? Hello? Hello, Surya? Hello? Hello? Hello, Surya?